Hey friends, Justin here with a review of the Ridley Scott film House of Gucci. I just finished it a few minutes ago and I have a lot of thoughts with the good, the bad, and the fabulous. I don't understand, well, I do and I don't. I don't understand all of the negative criticism that the film got when it first came out. It really caused me to hesitate to watch the film for several months because the chatter was that it was chaotic and all over the place. I found that the film made a lot of sense. You know, a lot of the talk was that when Lady Gaga was off screen or off camera, that the film was just unwatchable. Um, Frankly, boring whenever Patrizia or Lady Gaga was not involved. And I didn't think so at all. I thought Al Pacino and Jeremy Irons, I thought the intrigue and the family dynamic was truly interesting. I personally come from a chaotic family myself, and I can understand strife and inner struggle within a family. And I found it truly, truly fascinating. House of Gucci kind of chronicles the love story between Patrizia Reggiani and Maurizio Gucci in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s as they fall in love and help each other to build up the empire that became Gucci. As Patrizia's demands on life and on Maurizio gain higher and higher plateaus as their marriage goes on, they start to drift apart. And when Maurizio makes a decision to ultimately separate from Patrizia, she's not going to take the disillusion of their marriage and her exile from Gucci laying down. And so, um, what I first want to say is that the costume and set design of House of Gucci was magnificent. I uh, I want to live in some of the set pieces that were the House of Gucci. Um, it was Italian design that was supposed to be, and it was time and period specific, but so refined that you could see the class, you could see the beauty in the 70s timepieces, the 80s and the 90s. It was just gorgeous and timeless style and fashion. I found myself about halfway through saying, I'm going to go buy some new lamps. I'm going to go buy some new candlesticks and different things to jazz up my apartment, um, just out of love for the simplistic luxury and fashion that they showed. A lot of the men's suits, like Maurizio, like he wore, a lot of them were very simple, grays and tweeds and blacks and a lot of staple pieces, but I could see that they were high style and high fashion right from the beginning. The homes that the Gucci's own, the properties were just stunning properties, and how the dynasty went from a family business to being completely controlled by uh, corporations. It was truly sad to see the disillusion of the family. One of the weak spots in the film was Jared Leto playing Paulo. Um, I thought his acting was a bit overdone. I thought I thought he was acting for an Academy Award. I could kind of see him performing as opposed to just embodying the character, and it was a little bit larger than life, if that makes sense. So he took me out of the film. But most of the other family, especially Al Pacino and Jeremy Irons, I thought they were exceptional in the film. I thought Adam Driver did a really good job as Maurizio. I bought his character, but he was in essence being Adam Driver, a lot of the times in the film. Lady Gaga, I thought she did a really, really wonderful job. She did carry for me the first quarter or half of the film, but towards the end of the film, I was really intrigued with the inner turmoil, the business politics, the fraud cases, the police involvement, the different law structure between Italy and the United States, and how taxes can be skirted or evaded in Europe in some cases, but not the IRS, not Uncle Sam as we know. So talking about those things, it doesn't sound, when you describe the film as a legalistic film and a lot about family turmoil and dynamics. It's hard to describe, but as you watch the film and you see these gorgeous, gorgeous set pieces and gorgeous set design, I was truly captivated. Have you all watched The House of Gucci? What were your thoughts? I thought the design was just so beautiful and it represented Gucci so well that even in scenes that I wasn't, captivated by what was happening, the background was like a work of art, and you could just feast your eyes on the gorgeous design and the different elements that they arranged in the rooms and the villas and different things that they had, the cars. So I was just in love with the visuals of the film. I think they are timeless. Even some of the scenes when they are out early on in the film in Milan, where there's a smoky background and they are out, on the lake, paddling in the boat. I just thought it was really timeless and really took you back to the 70s, and it was really like looking at a memory to see some of the background and the smokiness. When Maurizio pulls up to Patricia's family and asks for a job when he's disowned by his family, I just thought that the cinematography was just beautiful in a lot of those scenes. It gets increasingly more and more modern as the film goes on, but I had a wonderful time, and I tell you what, it's a film I'll watch again. There are a lot of design elements that I want to pick up from House of Gucci, so I can't wait to go back and just study the style that they used. Because, as I said, even though it was true to period, it was also modernized and styled in such a way that it's fabulous to see, and it would be fabulous to decorate your own space with some of these elements. I mean, they would walk from room to room, and it was these gorgeous changes of Italian design, and themes and decor styles, and so that really took it home for me. Have you watched House of Gucci yet? If you haven't, do you plan to? It was nominated for Best Hair and Makeup and Costume Design. I believe just Best Hair and Makeup this year at the Academy Awards. But it was nominated at the BAFTAs, the Screen Actors Guild, and on and on and on. I was looking at the list of nominations for this film, and it is exhaustive. So check it out if you have not already watched House of Gucci. Come back, let's talk about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It was fabulous. The acting was overdone, but overall, I loved the family story, and it was thrilling to be on the inside of what happened. Leave this video a like if you will, a comment, and please consider subscribing to my channel for more movie and TV related content. And until next time, guys, I thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Cheers.